Hi guys, it's the GroggyOtter here with my very first video on my YouTube channel. This is my intro video, and this right here, this is the face behind the name. I know I wouldn't be impressed either, don't worry. Luckily this isn't a beauty contest, so I don't have to worry about losing anything. The point of this channel here is going to be to teach you, the viewer, as much as I can about AutoHotkey V2. Not only AutoHotkey, but about programming in general. Believe it or not, a lot of the stuff you learn in AutoHotkey, it translates to other programming languages. I like to tell people who learn AutoHotkey, who code in it, that they're not just learning this language, they're learning the fundamentals for other languages. If you wanted to transition to JavaScript, the jump to it is very minimal. A lot of the syntax and how we write stuff in AutoHotkey, a lot of the logic that we use, it's all the same in JavaScript. It also shares a lot of stuff with C#. So if you can learn AutoHotkey, you can learn those languages. There's going to be a little bit more to them because they're a little bit more in depth and they have a lot more packed into them. They've been around for a while. There's a much larger community developing and maintaining them. So of course there's going to be stuff that you have to learn specifically for those languages. But you're going to find out that if statements, loops, variables and arrays, they're all the same. When you go across the board, they all handle the same, they all do the same thing. So that's kind of my goal here, is to help you guys learn this stuff. And we're going to start out slow. We're going to do installing AutoHotkey, installing VS Code, getting the add-on set up, all that, all free of charge. Fantastic. Nothing costs money when you want to get started here. There's no entry-level price. It's all free, and I love that. And then we're going to go from there. Maybe we'll learn how to do hotkeys, variables, how functions work, you know, basic stuff, and then we'll just kind of work our way up and do more and more advanced things. Another thing that I really want to do is I want to be able to go to the AutoHotkey subreddit or maybe even the AHK forums, find a post that somebody has made, somebody who is clearly trying to learn, not one of those gimme code posts that I can't stand those. We're here to teach. We're not here to work for people. But hopefully that's what you're here for, is to learn. But I think it'd be cool to go and find those posts, take their code, pull it into VS Code, and then we can go through and talk about what's going on in the code, address what's wrong and fix it. Then we might even make some improvements to the code, maybe add in a little bit of flair, you know, a little bit of extra functionality that they didn't know they even wanted. And then of course we're going to end up, after we get everything working like we want it to, we're going to post the code back to the person so they can get the help that they were requesting. I think this would be a really great idea. This would be fun to do. And then we can take this even a step further. What if we were to go to other subreddits, maybe gaming subreddits, and just ask them, hey, if you could automate this, what would you want to do? You know, maybe you want an auto clicker. Maybe you want to be able to click in a certain pattern on a certain time interval. Maybe you want to send key sequences at the push of a button. There's lots of different things you might want to do. And I think it would be really neat to go there and just kind of ping people and say, hey, let's talk about this. What are you interested in? What else do I have in store for this channel? Well, one of the other big things that I wanted to do was I wanted to do a series called Documenting the Docs. This would be my attempt at going through the AHK documents and just going through each page and making a video about it, explaining what that thing is, you know, what that built-in variable does and how to use it, what that function is, what its parameters are, what exactly it accomplishes, what its return value is. And then, you know, we can do this with classes. We can do this with methods and properties. It's all about education. And not only that, but then we can write a little bit of code that shows how to use that thing, because a lot of people learn by example. And that's why I post so much example code when I can, because people read it and it clicks. You could write them a whole paragraph and they might not get it, but you show them one little snippet of code and they're, I get it. I get it. That's the idea. That's what we want to go with. That's what we're going for. So that's another one I wanted to do, documenting in the docs. I think it'd be really fun, but it would take a long time to do. It's a commitment. I understand that. That's part of the idea of making the channel. I want to build it up and I want it to be a resource for anybody to come and get education. And that pretty much covers my goals and intentions of this channel. Now, of course, we might come up with more stuff, other things that would be fun to do. I do want to occasionally just post videos of me making random stuff. Like I have a randomized picker where you can provide a list of things and it will pick one or more things from that list for you, and it will label them first, second, third, and all that. It was fun to do, didn't take long, and I think it would be a great video to make. I mean, a small 10-minute video to show you how to make a GUI and how to make something to randomly pick things, how to parse through it, and how to actually choose the random part. I think that's stuff that people would really benefit from learning. So it would be a great video to make. But I do want to wrap things up here by talking about likes and subscribes. First of all, I will never ask for likes and subscribes before a video starts. I don't get doing that. I think it's disrespectful to the viewer. And to me, it's like going into a restaurant and the host going, "Oh, I'll seat you now. But before I seat you, can you please go and give us a 5-star reviewing on Yelp?" No, I haven't tried your food yet. I haven't seen your service. I have nothing to review yet. I don't understand why YouTubers go, "Hit that like and subscribe, and now let's get to the video." I don't have a reason to hit like and subscribe yet. Why are you asking me? So I'm not going to do that to my viewers. Absolutely not. Instead, I'll save it for the end, and I'll remind you guys pretty much of the same thing every time. If you liked the video, if you thought it was useful to you, or you thought somebody else would find it useful, please hit like. You have the ability to change the algorithm. So don't undersell the power of being able to click that button. The other thing is subscriptions. I don't have hardly any subscribers. I think at the time of this video, I think I have less than 10 subscribers because I don't make YouTube content yet. I am now, and so I'm hoping to build that base. I would be honored if you would be one of my subscribers. It would help people know that this is a channel where you can come and get help, and on top of that, eventually I'll be able to monetize my channel. So instead of YouTube giving you ads and then taking all the money, YouTube will continue to give you ads, and I will be able to take part of that money. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're using an ad blocker, good for you. I completely support ad blockers. I use one myself, and I would never get mad at one of my viewers using an ad blocker when watching my videos. By all means, you do you. Nobody got time for ads anymore.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
If you do want to help support the channel or support content being made, you can check out my KoFi or Coffee or KoFi. I'm not sure how they want you to say it. I think it's coffee because it's supposed to be like buy me a coffee, but they spelled it KoFi. I don't get it. Anyway, it's a good site that helps me set up something where you, the viewer, can help support the cause. It might be a one-time donation, or it might be a monthly subscription, and that in turn is going to motivate me to try and make more content and get it out a little bit quicker. With the more subscribers I have, the more people I know that are looking forward to content, the more engaged I will be in making that content, knowing that there's going to be people who are consuming it. And on that note, we're going to close up here, and I'm going to go get started on making the first couple, 3 videos that I'm going to be uploading to the channel, which is we're going to do installing AutoHotkey, we're going to do installing VS Code, and we're going to also do making your first script and how to save it and run it and exit out of it. We're going to cover some shortcuts. It's going to be the first couple videos are going to be just really introductory and getting you started. And then we're going to turn around and go into variables and hotkeys and functions and all kinds of stuff, sending keystrokes. We're going to go over the basics, and from there we're just going to build and build and build, and we're going to see if we can make this the go-to place for AutoHotkey V2 content. I want to say thank you so much for stopping by, watching my video, investing time in me and my channel, and just pretty much being part of the community. Thank you so much, and we'll see you in the next one.